How's it going there, guys? James here from Butler Farms on a busy weekend day. Guys, we are in full swing around here. You can see behind me how green and everything is. It's that time of year, and we're down here in the garden today, or at least I am, and just doing a little catch-up work. Guys, we have been, I guess it's going on 3 weeks now with no significant rain. I mean, we had a little sprinkling about 3 weeks ago. It didn't even get the dust off the windshield of the cars. And guys, we are needing some rain. You can see there's no moisture in that whatsoever. Even if I dig on down, you couldn't make a dirt clod out of that if you want to. But the good thing is we're supposed to have some rain coming in tonight. And it just keeps changing back and forth. You know, there's gonna be rain. Now it's down to like 15%. Now it's back up to about 70%. And some that you hear are saying about 1/4 of an inch, which is not that great. But at the same time, guys, you can see what this garden is doing without any rainfall whatsoever. Now, I will say up here where I am right now with the peppers and the squash and stuff, I have been toting water down here to them about twice a week. I'm not going to today. I'm living by faith that the Lord's going to bring us some rain today. If not, I'll just have to tote it down here tomorrow after we get back from church. It just is what it is. But I can't tote water for all of these. Those are my beans up top, and then of course my Mississippi pink eye purple hulls down here on the bottom. One good advantage, I'm not whining or complaining, I'm just showing you like it is. One advantage of it is it didn't take me but about 10 minutes to hoe the entire garden down through here, because just to be honest with you, it's so dry that even the weeds haven't popped up yet. So I guess if there's a silver lining to this, it would be that the pea plants, and I can't believe they popped up like they have, but the pea plants and the bean plants have jumped up, so that when we get some rain and the weeds start popping up, maybe they're already ahead of the weeds, and you know, the competition won't be as bad. But you can see I've got some that are really jamming, and then I've got some that are just barely breaking out of the ground, and then you can see right there I've got spaces where there's nothing. So that's another thing I've been down here doing. Just look at all those dirt clods, guys. It is so incredibly dry. But so we, you know, you can see it looks like a pretty good stand, but then you get to places in your rows like that right there. Well, that's just wasted space for me. I don't have the luxury to leave that. So one thing that I always do when I buy my seeds is I buy extra. I know I've been gardening this spot for so long that I'm pretty confident in what it would take to do it one time. But then I go ahead and get some more, because as you can see right there, those little indentions right there, that's where I've put some more purple hull peas in the ground. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, all I'm doing is putting them on. I'm not digging another row. All I'm doing is putting them on top and mashing them down with my finger, and it is so dry, guys, that the dirt won't even stay on top of them. It's just, it is powder dry. So we have got to get some rain. Hopefully there'll be some substantial rain today, because if you look at the forecast, after tonight, it's going to be end of next week before we even have like a 35% chance of rain. So as I said in one of my other videos, I am shocked at what's up already. I just didn't think we would have this much up with it being as dry as it is. But so I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased that the weeds are taking a back seat to the peas and the beans, and maybe they will be able to get a head start and stay out of the way. It's a blessing that I don't have to spend as much time out here on a hoe. You can see, look behind me, that is a beautiful sign. I just hope there's something in it. It got real cloudy out here a while ago back here behind me, and I was thinking to myself, you know, I may need to go get the clothes off the line, because they're probably dry. Y'all have seen my solar clothes dryer before, my old-timey solar clothes dryer. But I left them out there. No rain yet, no sprinkles, but it is a good breeze out here. It's kind of got that feel of rain in the air. But man, I need a break from toting water between these new fruit trees, these new nut trees, the babies down here in the garden, the raised bed stuff behind me, and not having water access close. You know, all I can do is tote 5-gallon buckets of water in a watering can, and that gets old. So I'm hoping the Lord blesses us with some rain. Not to mention the fact that last weekend I put out 3 pallets of centipede grass up at the house, and that's not an every other day thing like my raised beds and like the stuff down here in the garden. That's an every single day. Have to water it, dragging hoses and sprinklers. If you don't water that, you know, I've always heard with sod, once you put it down and it's completely soaked, and you think to yourself, man, it doesn't need any more water, do it again. Trust me, it needs the water. But you know, it doesn't matter how much I water with that sprinkler. All I'm doing right now is keeping it alive. If it would just simply rain, it would do 2 or 3 days work of what those sprinklers would do. There is no comparison with rainwater to the city water that we're on out here. You know, basically, like I said, it's just on life support up there right now, and every day when I come into work, I'm having to move hoses and sprinklers and staying out till all hours of the night. So some rain's going to help in a lot of ways. So here's our fingers crossed that we're going to get some rain, and it's more than what they're predicting. You know, the weather people are not known to be extremely accurate, so I'm hoping that it comes in and sets in, especially overnight. And I'm not even going to water the grass today. I'm just going to roll the dice on that, and if worse comes to worse and it doesn't rain, I'll have to water tomorrow afternoon after church. But I'm gonna have faith that the rain's still gonna come through here. You can see, like I said, he's already blessing us. I've got seed in the ground again in the bare spots. So if it will rain, there's no telling what those rows would look like. If they're doing that without any moisture whatsoever, I mean talcum dry out there, then can you imagine what it would do if we could just get some rain in here? So I'm gonna be positive about it. That's all I can do. And you know, if the rain decides, I looked at one radar that showed it solid coming across the Mississippi state line, and then about the time it gets to where we are here in central Alabama on the radar, it just breaks all to pieces. I don't know, but I'm not gonna think that way. I'm gonna pray for and expect some rain, and to get that food up out of the ground and to keep it growing. And if not, you know what I'll do? I'll keep toting 5-gallon buckets till we get it. We're not going to quit. This is what we do, and this is how we live, and this is what we depend on. So we're gonna stay with it. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I've got some more work to do, hopefully before the rain sets in. And I'll see you soon, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up button and tell a friend about us. And until next time, we love you. God bless you. This is James from Butler Farms, and we'll be seeing you.